Good evening, race fans, and welcome to the Dirt Racing Network. Mike Peterson with you here on the call for the Dirt Slingers Thursday Thunder Series, powered by Tim's Dirt Track Simulators here from the Williams Grove Speedway. 21 cars, I believe it is, checked into the pits here tonight. Getting ready to head down to qualifying, so it's going to head us to tonight's national anthem.
We take you down onto the track for our opening ceremonies.
Ladies and gentlemen, please rise. Please remove your hats.
Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight o'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rocket's red glare, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say, does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the brave?
All right, a couple more seconds left here in qualifying. Tyler Schell is tonight's fast qualifier, 18.701. Jason Randolph, Troy Wagman, Ernie Williams, and Bryce Bailey. We had looks like 20 cars taking time. Going to get heat race number 1 onto the racetrack here. 3 heat races on tap. I think we're going to be right at the number 2. Get everybody to tonight's A main here tonight. Appreciate everybody tuning in here once again. Likes and shares of the broadcast, please. Do some watch parties for me as well. That would be greatly appreciated here tonight. A little lighter of a field here tonight. A lot of guys headed down to Charlotte for the World Finals at the dirt track at the Charlotte Motor Speedway. So if any of those guys happen to be watching here tonight, that would be pretty cool. What's up, Scott, Bill, Jeremy? What's up, brother? Kevin, Chris. All right, looks like we're going to get cars moving. We got 8 cars here in heat race number 1. Starting on the pole. In the elbows up, Motorsports beat Catch Fence, number 85. Tonight's fast qualifier, that's Tyler Schell. Starting on his outside. In the Black Diamond Motorsports, UDTV, Dirty Dicks, number 91. That's Ernie Williams. Starting in the 3rd spot. In the Kiers Speed Shop car decals, okay. Number 92, that is Peyton Grease. Starting in the 4th spot. In the Kinza Racing Sim Team, Border Tire, Wicked Cushion, number 5. That's Braden Eiler. Starting 5th. In the elbows up, BS Air over the wall, number 25. That's Richie Preston. Starting in the 6th spot. In the number 610, that's Craig Levan. And starting in the 7th position in the Dirt Racing Network, car deals, okay, Wicked Energy Gum. General Tire number 31, that is the man himself, Roger Wagner. And starting 8th in the Oswego, number 56, that is David Flick. 8 cars, 10 laps. Top 2 to tonight's trophy, or 8 laps, excuse me. Top 2 to tonight's trophy Pole Dash. Both finals are rained out. All right, here we go. Green flag in the air.
Green flag.
Good jump by Tyler Shell. Peyton Grease looking on the inside with a couple cars. Right at the beginning of the race, Richie Preston, Roger Wagner. Richie Preston out of the race already. Roger Wagner way back. Tyler Shell through turns 3 and 4. Coming off turn number 4 to complete lap number 1. Ernie Williams in the second spot. Peyton Grease third. Braden Aller fourth. Craig Levan in fifth. Peyton Grease first one up to the outside fence. He gets into the outside fence there through turns 3 and 4. Still banging off the fence. Going to allow Braden Aller to go by. Braden Aller takes over that third spot. Still Ernie Williams in second. Tyler Shell still out front by almost a full second here in heat race number 1. Completing lap number 3 this time by race leader Tyler Shell, Ernie Williams, Braden Aller, Peyton Grease, Craig Levan, David Flick, and Roger Wagner rounding out the 7 cars still running on the racetrack. Halfway home this time by. Good battle back here for the 4th position. Heating up, Craig Levan, Braden Eiler. Eiler, something must have hit the wall there, going down the back straight at that last lap, falling all the way back to the 5th position. Tyler Shell, 3 laps to go here in heat race number 1. Still Ernie Williams in that second spot. Peyton Grease third. Braden Eiler's going to go by Levan in the 4th position. Drop Craig Levan back to 5th. David Flick 6th. Roger Wagner running in 7th. Craig Levan and Braden Aller get together. Levan's going to hit the outside fence there off turn number 4. Is going to fall all the way back to the 6th position. 7th position now. Tyler Shell still out front. 1.4 seconds over Ernie Williams, Peyton Grease, and Braden Eiler with the white flag in the air this time. Through turns 3 and 4 here for the final time here in heat race number 1. Tyler Shell will win heat race number 1. Ernie Williams 2nd. Peyton Grease 3rd. Braden Aller 4th. David Flick 5th. Roger Wagner 6th. And Craig Levan in 7th. All right. Well, hopefully it's just for tonight, Chris. What's up, Corey, man? How's it going, brother? All right, heat race number 2 coming on the racetrack now. Starting on the pole in the Action Auto Parts. Number 1, that is Jason Randolph. Starting in the 2nd spot, in the elbows up. Motorsport Speed over the wall, BS Air number 2, that is Bryce Bailey. Starting in the 3rd position, in the Kuhn Motorsports Long Haul number 95, that is Dakota Kuhn. Starting in the 4th position in the Black Diamond Motorsports UDTV 19 Designs number 56, that is Brett Wheeler. Starting 5th in the Factory Cane number 30, that is Chevy Coleman. Starting 6th in the elbows up. Over the wall, Motorsports beat number 91. That is Anthony Job. And starting 7th in the war, number 4. That is Steve Sittler. New name here. 7 cars making a call here for heat race number 2. 8 laps, top 2 tonight's Pole Dash. Everybody else, I believe, is going to go right to the A-main. Tyler always has grip packs. Chris, no, I do not see Austin Simmelman in the server here tonight. All right, going green this time. Heat race number 2. Green flag.
Green flag, green flag.
Bryce Bailey looking on the inside of Jason Randolph for the race lead there off turn number 2. Brett Wheeler up to the 3rd spot. Dakota Kuhn 4th. Anthony Job 5th. Jason Randolph off turn number 4. Going to lead lap number 1. Bryce Bailey 2nd. Dakota Kuhn 3rd. Brett Wheeler in 4th. Anthony Job 5th. Chevy Coleman 6th. And Steve Sittler in 7th. Good battle here from 2nd on back. Going to possibly go 3 wide here off turn number 4. Wheeler on the bottom. Kuhn in the middle. Bryce Bailey on the outside. Bailey's going to edge ahead going into turn number 1. Bryce Bailey's going to take over that 2nd spot. Dakota Kuhn 3rd. Brett Wheeler off the pace, falling all the way back to the 7th position. Still Jason Randolph out front, completing lap number 3. Bryce Bailey in the 2nd spot. Dakota Kuhn 3rd. Anthony Job 4th. Chevy Coleman 5th. Brett Wheeler 6th. Steve Sittler 7th. 4 laps to go here in heat race number 2. Good battle for the 2nd spot. Bryce Bailey, Dakota Kuhn shaping up here, going down the back straightaway. Off turn number 4. 3 laps to go here in heat race number 2. Still Jason Randolph putting in a good run here in heat race number 2. Out front, Bryce Bailey 2nd, Dakota Kuhn in 3rd. Anthony Job 4th, Brett Wheeler rebounding in 5th. Chevy Coleman in 6th, Steve Sittler in 7th. 2 laps to go that time by for race leader Jason Randolph. White flag in the air this time here off turn number 4. Jason Randolph still out front. Bryce Bailey closing in. Got it down to within 3 car lengths here through turns 1 and 2. Down the back straightaway they go. Dakota Kuhn still riding 3rd. Anthony Job 4th. Brett Wheeler 5th. But off turn number 4, Jason Randolph will win heat race number 2. Bryce Bailey, Dakota Kuhn, Anthony Job, Brett Wheeler, Steve Sittler, and Chevy Coleman rounding out the 7 cars in heat race number 2. All right, heat race number 3 rolling. Starting on the pole in the Oswego. Number 19, that is Troy Wagaman. Starting on his outside in the Dave Blading Sim Team. JB Medical Supplies, Mohawk, Wicked Energy Gum. Number 15, that is Michael Sheridan. Starting in the 3rd spot. In the Team SETI Group Holding Competition Chassis number 22, that is Mason Hannigan. Starting in the 4th position, then the Barons, Helmar Racing, number 53, that is Bob Ramundo. Starting 5th in the Oswego, number 00, that's Jeff Flaro. Starting 6th in the Rapid Response, number 555, that is William Rocky. And starting 7th in the Elite 7 Dirt Draft, number 007, that is Jacob Fields. 7 cars. 8 laps here for heat race number 3. Top 2 to tonight's pole dash. Once again, appreciate everybody tuning in to the Dirt Racing Network. Dirt Slingers Thursday Thunder Series, powered by Tim's Dirt Track Simulators. If you're headed out to Charlotte this weekend, head over to the Tim Dirt Track Simulators display. They're going to be out there. Give Tim a high five. Tell him you heard about him here on the Dirt Racing Network. Green flag.
Green flag.
We got a wreck here. Cars all over. Jeff Flero going into turn number 1 on his lid. Coming off turn number 4 here, Troy Wagman will lead lap number 1. Michael Sheridan second. Mason Hannigan third. Bob Ramundo fourth. William Rocky fifth. Jacob Fields rounding out. 6 cars still running. Oh, Jacob Fields taking it to pit road as well. So 5 cars still running on the racetrack. Troy Wagman off turn number 4, leading lap number 2. Michael Sheridan second. Mason Hannigan third. Bob Ramundo fourth. And William Rocky in fifth. Good battle shaping up here for the second spot. Michael Sheridan, Mason Hannigan want to get into that pole dash. Everybody still trying to track down Troy Wagman. Out front by almost a full 3/4 of a second now. Michael Sheridan riding in second. Mason Hannigan third. Hannigan looking to get up to Sheridan. A little bit of contact there off turn number 4. Still going to be Michael Sheridan in that second spot. Mason Hannigan third. Bob Ramundo fourth. William Rocky in fifth. 5 cars still running on the racetrack here in heat race number 3. Still Troy Wagman out front. 3 laps to go here off turn number 4 in heat race number 3. Michael Sheridan trying to close in through turns 1 and 2. Mason Hannigan wants to close in that second spot as well. Off turn number 4, 2 laps to go for race leader Troy Wagman. Pretty much single file all the way through the field here. Down the back straightaway, we're going to see the white flag this time by. Off turn number 4 for race leader Troy Wagman Jr. Still Michael Sheridan riding second. Mason Hannigan third. Bob Ramundo back here in fourth. William Rocky in fifth. Got Jeff Flero on the racetrack, 3 laps down. But off turn number 4, Troy Wagman Jr. will win heat race number 3. Michael Sheridan second. Mason Hannigan third. Bob Ramundo fourth. And William Rocky comes home in fifth. Jeff Flero and Jacob Fields. Looks like we're going to have a B main coming on to the racetrack. All right, looks like we're going to get a B main. Going to have, I believe, 13 cars going for 12 spots, I think. Should be. Let's check. Going to have 11 spots. So 13 cars. We got 12 cars. Steve Sittler did not make the call, so 12 cars. I know Roger's coming out here. I don't think he wants to take a transfer spot. So starting on the pole here for tonight's B main is the number 5 of Braden Eiler. Starting on his outside in the 91, that is Anthony Job. Starting third in the 53, that is Bob Ramundo. Starting fourth in the 56, that's David Flick. Starting fifth in the 56, that is Brett Wheeler. Starting sixth in the 555, that is William Rocky. Starting seventh in the 31, back here, that's Roger Wagner. Supposed to be eighth is Steve Sittler. Starting ninth in the 00, that's Jeff Flero. Starting 10th in the 610, that is Craig Levan. 11th in the number 30, that is Chevy Coleman. 12th into 007, that is Jacob Fields. And 13th into 25, that is Richie Preston. All right, pace truck's off. Going 10 laps, I believe it is.
Green, green, green.
10 laps. Green flag in the air. Good jump by Braden Eiler. 3 wide behind Eiler for that second spot. Brett Wheeler, Bob Ramundo, Anthony Job. They were 3 wide there coming off turn number 2. Anthony Job sorts it out. Brett Wheeler on the bottom side. Bob Ramundo gets into Anthony Job. Bob Ramundo got into Anthony Job. Big time caution here coming off turn number 4. We'll go watch that one more time. We saw Bob Ramundo coming in. Not sure if he knew Anthony Job was there, but pile drived him into the outside fence coming off turn number 4. It's going to be Braden Eiler, Brett Wheeler, Bob Ramundo, David Flick, Jeff Flaro, William Rocky, Roger Wagner, Craig Levan, Jacob Fields, and Richie Preston. All right. Lights are out on the pace truck. All right. Pace truck's off. Green flag.
Green flag, green flag.
Good jump by Braden Eiler. 6 laps to go there when we took the green flag. Braden Eiler, Brett Wheeler out front. Bob Ramundo still riding in the 3rd spot. David Flick trying to take over 4th from Jeff Flaro. He will. Jeff Flaro gets a little bit of sideways. Going to fall back 2-6 as Craig Levan's going to go by. Chevy Coleman riding 8th. Richie Preston 9th. Jacob Fields 10th. Steve Sittler 11th. 11 cars running on the racetrack here. Still Braden Eiler out front. Brett Wheeler riding in that 2nd position. 3rd is Bob Ramundo. 4th, David Flick. Jeff Flaro, 5th. Going to see the white flag this time by Braden Eiler. 3 laps to go. White flag. 3 laps to go for Braden Eiler that time. Brett Wheeler still riding in the 2nd spot. Bob Ramundo 3rd. David Flick 4th. Jeff Flaro 5th. Two laps to go that time by for race leader Braden Eiler. Out by a full second now over Brett Wheeler. 3rd spot, Bob Ramundo. 4th, David Flick. Jeff Flaro still 5th. Jacob Fields 6th. Craig Levan, William Rocky battling hard here for the 7th spot. Chevy Coleman back here in 8th. William Rocky, Richie Preston, Steve Sittler. White flag here coming to the checkered flag. White flag that last time by Braden Eiler will win. Tonight's B main. Brett Wheeler 2nd. Bob Ramundo 3rd. David Flick 4th. Jacob Fields 5th. Jeff Flero 6th. Craig Levan, Chevy Coleman, William Rocky, and Steve Sittler. Looks like we're going to get tonight's pole dash onto the racetrack here. We're going to have Michael Sheridan, Bryce Bailey, Jason Randolph, Troy Wagman, Ernie Williams, Tyler Schell, the 6 cars coming onto the racetrack. Going 6 laps here for the pole dash, so this will set the first 3 rows of tonight's A main. Troy Wagaman, Jason Randolph on the front row. Tyler Schell, Ernie Williams, row 2, Bryce Bailey, and Michael Sheridan, row 3. Going green this time, green flag. Great jump by Troy Wagaman. Tyler Schell on the bottom side of the racetrack. Jason Randolph on the outside, side-by-side for the 2nd spot, side-by-side for the 4th position as well. Tyler Schell, Jason Randolph, Ernie Williams, Bryce Bailey, Michael Sheridan, everybody trying to track down race leader Troy Wagaman. Schell on the bottom side of the racetrack. Troy Wagaman right up against that outside fence. He will take over that 2nd spot, wants to race lead. Tyler Schell. Dive to the inside, wants to race lead here off turn number 4. Can't do it that time, too strong. Caution on the racetrack, caution on the racetrack. Ernie Williams around here in turns 3 and 4. Looks like him and Michael Sheridan got the outside fence. Michael Sheridan pounded the outside fence. He refired, drove away. We got 1 down, 5 to go. It's going to be Troy Wagaman, Tyler Schell, Jason Randolph, Bryce Bailey, Ernie Williams. We're going to have 5 cars remaining on the racetrack. Once again, appreciate everybody tuning in here to the Dirt Racing Network. Dirt Slingers Thursday Thunder Series powered by Tim's Dirt Track Simulators. Here from the Williams Grove Speedway. All right, going green, 5 laps to go. Green flag. Good jump by Troy Wagman that time. Tyler Schell on the bottom side. Jason Randolph right up against that outside fence. Bryce Bailey right there as well. 5 cars on the racetrack. Ernie Williams bringing up the 5th and final spot. Tyler Schell on the outside now. Bryce Bailey, a little bit of contact there between him and Ernie Williams. Still Troy Wagman out front. Tyler Schell in 2nd. Jason Randolph 3rd. Bryce Bailey 4th. Ernie Williams 5th. 3 down, 3 to go this time here off turn number 4. Good battle back here for 3rd. Jason Randolph, Ernie Williams, Bryce Bailey. Going to have a little bit of a battle for the race lead here as well. Bryce Bailey looking to take over that 3rd spot. Jason Randolph puts it in the outside fence there through turns 3 and 4. 2 laps to go. Tyler Schell on the bottom side of the racetrack. Troy Wagaman on the outside for the race lead. Troy Wagaman, Tyler Schell. Tyler Schell will take the race lead. Troy Wagaman's going to dive to the inside, throwing the slide job here in 3 and 4. Schell, evasive maneuver. He will cross him over. Tyler Shell will lead that time. White flag in the air. Tyler Shell on the bottom side of the racetrack. Troy Wagaman on the outside. It's going to slide right up in front of him. A little bit of contact between those two cars going into turns 3 and 4. Tyler Shell pounds the outside fence. Gets a good run there off turn number 4. He will win. Troy Wagaman will finish in second. Bryce Bailey third. Ernie Williams fourth. And Jason Randolph will come home in fifth. Great race at the front of the field. All right, look. Race control. Giving these guys a couple minutes here on the racetrack. Leather steering wheel. All right, Scott. That's interesting. All right, should be getting ready to go. Green flag racing here. Couple more laps for these guys to get everybody tuned up, ready to go. Quick series here tonight, so everybody, all you can do is just adjust the top wing. All right, getting ready to roll here. Cars are going to start to grid here on the front straightaway. Race control is going to rearrange these first 3 rows on how they finished in tonight's pole dash. So I'm going to give you from 7th on back. Starting in the 7th spot, in the number 92, that is Peyton Grease. Starting 8th. In the 95, that is Dakota Kuhn. Starting 9th in the 22, that's Mason Hannigan. Starting 10th in the 5, that's Braden Eiler. 11th in the 56, that's Brett Wheeler. 12th, the number 53 of Bob Ramundo. 13th to 56 of David Flick. 14th to 007 of Jacob Fields. 15th to 00 of Jeff Flaro. 16th to number 30 of Chevy Combing. 17th to 610 of Craig Levan. 18th to 555 of William Rocky. 19th to 25 of Richie Preston. And 20th, the number 4 of Steve Sittler. "20 cars making the call for tonight's 30-lap green flag only A main here tonight. Appreciate everybody tuning in here again on the Dirt Racing Network Thursday Thunder Series, powered by Tim's Dirt Track Simulators. We'll be back Monday night. We got the iRacing Fast Series, 7:30 Eastern Time, Monday night, then followed with the Dirt Slingers Wicked Energy Gun 410 Outlaw Series race presented by Wicked Cushion Esports, 9 p.m. Eastern Time for that one. Then we'll be back next Wednesday night, with the Dirt Sprint Car Championship Series, their first race of their 410 series. starting Wednesday night. Roger will have the call for that one, 9 p.m. Eastern time for that. Then we'll be back next Thursday night for the Dirt Slingers Thursday Thunder Series, powered by Tim's Dirt Track Simulators. Full week of racing next week.
Green flag, green flag.
Race Control is going to rearrange these first 3 rows now that they took the iris and green flag. It's going to be Tyler Schell, Troy Wagaman on the front row, Bryce Bailey, Ernie Williams, row 2, Jason Randolph, and Michael Sheridan, row 3. Going to go around one more time. Get everybody lined up, ready to go. Race Control happy with the starting field, 2 by 2. Going to go 30 green flag laps, so we're going to go to lap 32 up in the left-hand corner of the screen. Got to count manually here. Field 2 by 2 down the back straightaway here. Green flag. Good jump by Tyler Schell, pulling ahead, going into turn number 1. Bryce Bailey on the bottom side of the racetrack. 3 wide behind him for that third spot. Bryce Bailey, Jason Randolph, Ernie Williams. We got Peyton Greaves, Michael Sheridan back here. Troy Wagaman trying to look for the race lead. Couldn't do it that time. Tyler Schell is going to pull away by almost 0.6 of a second going into turn number 1. Bryce Bailey trying to get up to Troy Wagaman in that second spot. Ernie Williams riding fourth. Michael Sheridan, Jason Randolph side by side for the 5th spot. Dakota Kuhn, Peyton Greaves back here 7th and 8th. Braden Eiler 9th. Mason Hannigan in 10th. Brett Wheeler 11th. Jacob Fields in 12th. Great battle in here all throughout the field. Side by side battling from about 7th on back. Couple cars hitting the fence. Tyler Schell still out front, pulling away by 1.2 seconds now over Troy Wagaman, Bryce Bailey, Ernie Williams, and Michael Sheridan rounding out the top 5. Dakota Kuhn, Braden Eiler side by side for that 6th spot. 7th is Peyton Greaves. 8th, Jason Randolph. Mason Hannigan trying to get into this battle as well. Jacob Fields, Brett Wheeler. Great battling from about 6th on back here. 3 wide, almost 4 wide here off turn number 4. Troy Wagaman into the outside fence, running in the 2nd spot. Off turn number 2. Go watch, see what happened to Troy. Got up into that outside fence, pounded the outside fence, got into Bryce Bailey ever so slightly. Troy Wagaman running in the 2nd spot, hits the outside fence to bring out tonight's first caution. Looks like he's taking his pit road. His night is going to be over. Up front, Tyler Schell, Bryce Bailey, Ernie Williams, Michael Sheridan, Dakota Kuhn, Braden Eiler, Peyton Greaves, Jason Randolph, Jacob Fields, and Mason Hannigan. Going to lap. New white flag lap is going to be 35. Still got 19 cars running on the racetrack. Going to lap number 35. Lights are out on the pace truck. Going green next time. Tyler Shell, Bryce Bailey, Ernie Williams, Michael Sheridan, Dakota Kuhn, the top 5. Pace truck's off. Green flag.
Green, green, green.
One car out of line there. Bryce Bailey got back into line ready at the green flag. We're going to go 3 wide behind them for the race. Third spot, second, third, and fourth. Bryce Bailey, Ernie Williams, Michael Sheridan were 3 wide through turns 1 and 2. A little bit of contact. Dakota Kuhn, Michael Sheridan. Kuhn's going to fall back to the 6th spot. Might even lose 7th to Peyton Greaser. 3 wide behind him back here. Mason Hannigan, Jason Randolph, Jacob Fields.
Yellow, yellow, yellow.
Caution on the racetrack. Craig Levan went around. See what happened to Craig. Off turn number 4, Craig Levan. Wiggle, wiggle. Got into the inside fence there on the front straightaway right at the start-finish line. Going to end his night here tonight. Still Tyler Shell out front. Bryce Bailey, Ernie Williams, Michael Sheridan, Braden Eiler, Dakota Kuhn, Peyton Grease, Jacob Fields, Jason Randolph, and Mason Hannigan. Going to new light flag of 38. Long pace laps here at the Williams Grove Speedway. Takes about 40 seconds. So Alex Bergeron coming from the 21st starting spot Monday night for the Dirt Slingers Wicked Energy Yum 410 Outlaw Series race. Came from the 21st starting spot to win. Saw Alex Bergeron hanging out with Christopher Bell on Wednesday afternoon at the dirt track at Charlotte Motor Speedway for winning the World of Outlaw iRacing Pro Series. Got to drive a real sprint car around the dirt track at Charlotte Motor Speedway. Got to hang out with Clint Boyer, Christopher Bell. Pretty cool for series point leader Alex Bergeron. We are green. Back to racing here. Going to lap number 38. Good jump by Tyler Shell. Bryce Bailey right up against that outside fence. Ernie Williams riding in the 3rd spot. Michael Sheridan 4th. Braden Eiler 5th. Everybody single file. Bryce Bailey, Ernie Williams looking to be side by side here off turn number 4. Caution on the racetrack one more time. Jason Randolph had a good run, won his heat race. Now he is around going into turn number 3. Go back and see what happened to Jason one more time. Work through 1 and 2. Pretty clean right through the middle of the racetrack. Went 3 wide with Wheeler and Hannigan. Got a little nudge from Brett Wheeler, I think. Pounded the outside fence and came across. Got the inside wall. Jason Randolph refired, drove away. See if anything is wrong with that automobile. Still Tyler Shaw, Bryce Bailey, Ernie Williams, Michael Sheridan, Braden Eiler, Dakota Kuhn, Jacob Fields, Peyton Grease, Brett Wheeler, and Mason Hannigan. Still have 17 cars running on the racetrack. Going to lap number 41. Yeah, Monday was a good race there, Jeff. For sure. Going to lap number 41. Lights are out on the pace truck. Going green next time. It is Tyler Schell, Ernie Williams, Bryce Bailey, Michael Sheridan, and Braden Eiler, the top 5. All right, pace truck's off. Green flag back in the air.
Green, green, green.
Good jump by Tyler Schell. Headed into turn number 1. Ernie Williams riding in the second spot. Bryce Bailey in the 3rd position. Michael Sheridan 4th. Braden Eiler 5th. Dakota Kuhn, Jacob Field, Peyton Greaves, Brett Wheeler, Mason Hannigan rounding out the top 10. Good battling back here for that 4th spot. Braden Eiler, Michael Sheridan, Dakota Kuhn, Jacob Fields. Everybody straightens them out. Ernie Williams, Bryce Bailey battling for that 2nd spot. Braden Eiler, Michael Sheridan. We have Jacob Fields here into the outside fence. Brett Wheeler, Peyton Greaves side by side. Mason Hannigan right there as well, battling for the 7th position here back here. Peyton Greaves, Brett Wheeler. Wheeler on the bottom side, Peyton Greaves on the outside. Mason Hannigan, Jacob Fields right in tow. David Flick just behind them. Back out at the front of the field, 1.4 seconds. Out front is Tyler Schell. Bryce Bailey in the 2nd spot. Ernie Williams in 3rd. Braden Eiler 4th. Michael Sheridan still riding 5th. Front 5 cars pretty much single file. 6 cars, Dakota Kuhn. Brett Wheeler up to 7th. Peyton Greaves 8th. Mason Hannigan, Jacob Fields 9th and 10th. Tyler Schell losing a little bit, 1.3 seconds now. Bryce Bailey doing everything he can to close in. Ernie Williams, Braden Eiler, Michael Sheridan. Good run here. Eiler pounds the outside fence. Ernie Williams going to fall from 3rd to 5th. They're off turn number 2. Braden Eiler is going to take over that 3rd spot. Michael Sheridan back up to 4th. Ernie Williams 5th. Dakota Kuhn, Brett Wheeler 6th and 7th. Good battle here for the 6th spot. Dakota Kuhn, Brett Wheeler. Ernie got a little bit of Michael Sheridan there going into turn number 3. Ernie's going to fall all the way back to the 7th spot. Halfway that time from race control. Still Tyler Schell out by 1.7 seconds over Bryce Bailey riding in the 2nd spot. Braden Eiler 3rd. Front 3 cars pulled away. Michael Sheridan riding in the 4th spot. Brett Wheeler up to 5th now. Dakota Kuhn 6th. Ernie Williams in 7th. Jacob Fields 8th. Mason Hannigan 9th. Peyton Greaves into the 10th spot. Ernie Williams, Jacob Fields battling for the 7th position here on the screen. Brett Wheeler up to the 4th position now, gets around Michael Sheridan. Braden Eiler dead ahead for Brett Wheeler. Tyler Schell still out front, 1.7 seconds now over Bryce Bailey and Braden Eiler. Brett Wheeler 4th, Michael Sheridan 5th, Jacob Fields, Ernie Williams, Mason Hannigan, Peyton Greaves. Michael Sheridan right there, right behind Brett Wheeler. Brett Wheeler trying to get up to Braden Eiler for that 3rd and final podium spot. Wheeler dives to the inside. Sheridan goes a lane higher, tries to get a run, can't do it that time. Braden Eiler too strong on the outside in that third spot.
Yellow, yellow, yellow.
We were coming to 10 laps to go, and the caution flag came out there. Looks like Dakota Kuhn is stopped there on the back straightaway. Jacob Fields, Dakota Kuhn got together coming off turn number 2. Kuhn got the worst end of that one. Ended up on his side. Dakota Kuhn's night is over. Good green flag run there. Resetting it for everybody. Tyler Schell was out to a 1.9 second lead when the caution flag flew. He was up front. Bryce Bailey second. Braden Eiler third. Brett Wheeler fourth. Michael Sheridan fifth. Jacob Fields, Ernie Williams, Mason Hannigan, Peyton Grease, and Chevy Coleman. Reset it, going to lap number 44. Going to be right around 10 laps to go. Good racing from about 4th on back. Saw Brett Wheeler started outside. I think he started 10th or 11th up to the 4th spot. Michael Sheridan still hanging on the 5th. Ernie Williams. Appreciate everybody coming to hang out here on the Dirt Racing Network Thursday Thunder Series, powered by Tim's Dirt Track Simulators. Once again, if you're going to the Charlotte Dirt Track at Charlotte Motor Speedway this weekend for the World Finals, Friday, Saturday, make sure you head over to the Tim's Dirt Track Simulators display. He's got all of his simulators out there. Give Tim a wave or a hello. He'll be glad to put you in one of his simulators. I know a bunch of guys that we race it with here. Britton Roxbury, I believe, is down there. A couple other guys. Alex Bergeron is down there. So if you see those guys running around, make sure you say hello. Going to be a good weekend there at the dirt track at Charlotte Motor Speedway. 8 points between Donnie Schatz and Brad Sweet. Had Brad Sweet for 5,000 follower broadcast. So pulling for him. Going to lap number 44, green flag, 10 laps to go. Tyler Schell out front. Bryce Bailey in the second spot. Braden Eiler third. Brett Wheeler right there in fourth. Ernie Williams in fifth. Michael Sheridan, Peyton Grease, Mason Hannigan out front. Side by side here for the 6th position. Going to go 3 wide for the 5th position. Ernie Williams, Michael Sheridan, Peyton Grease. Ernie gets the outside fence. Wheel is it a couple times. Going to fall all the way back to the at least the 8th spot, 9th spot here. Bad luck for Ernie Williams. Still Tyler Schell out front. Bryce Bailey, Braden Eiler, Brett Wheeler, Peyton Grease. Tyler Schell off turn number 4. Out front by 1 second here. Caution on the racetrack one more time. Not sure who brought out the caution that time. Bob Ramundo stopped here in turn number 4. See what happened to Bob. Bob doesn't have a front wing. Got that inside tire, looped it around. Went for a wild ride. Bob Ramundo bringing out that most recent caution flag. Still Tyler Schell out front. Bryce Bailey, Braden Eiler, Brett Wheeler, Peyton Grease, Mason Hannigan, Michael Sheridan, Ernie Williams, Chevy Coleman, David Flick. The top 10. 14 cars still running on the racetrack. Going to lap number 47 from race control. These are fixed setups, so they're not going to run out of gas, Chris. Everybody's running the same setup. All you can do is adjust that top wing. So everybody is on the same setup. You're just going to adjust that top wing. So if everybody runs out, I mean, some guys are running high, some guys are running low, but I think there's enough fuel in here. And you don't burn fuel under caution, so everybody should be pretty good. There are about 6 laps to go when they take the green flag. Yeah, Monday night is open set here with the Dirt Slingers, and then Thursday is a fix set. No gambling? No, not really. All right, lights are out on the pace truck. Going to head in. Going to have 6 laps to go. See if anybody has anything for Tyler Shell. Been running good all night long. Was up to a 1.9 second lead at one point before one of the most recent cautions. Had it to almost a second before that last caution came out. Got the little bit of the fence. These guys are getting the fence. We have a couple cars around there. We had a caution right at the drop of the green flag. Looks like Tyler Shell got the fence right when he was about to accelerate it. Braden Eiler, Brett Wheeler. A few guys back here. We're going to go back and watch one more time. Leader got the fence, kind of accordion behind him. Braden Eiler got the worst end of this one. So did Brett Wheeler. Race leader tried to get along that inside fence as low as he could to get that grip to accelerate off the corner when the green flag started. Still going to be Tyler Shell, Bryce Bailey. Peyton Gree is going to inherit the 3rd spot. Mason Hannigan 4th. Brett Wheeler is going to fall back to 5th. Sheridan 6th. Ernie Williams 7th. Chevy Coleman 8th. David Flick 9th. Richie Preston 10th. 13 cars on the racetrack. Worst person that got the worst end of that one was Braden Eiler. Was running in the 3rd spot. Taking it to the trailer. Going to lap number 50 now. We'll be back Monday night. Roger Wagner will be on the call for the iRacing Fast Series, 7:30 Eastern Time, followed by the Dirt Slingers Wicked Energy Gum 410 Outlaw Series, presented by Wicked Cushion Esports, 9 p.m. Eastern Time Monday night. Then the Dirt Sprint Car Championship Series picks up again back on Wednesday night, 9 p.m. Eastern with their 410 Series. Then we'll be back here next Thursday night with the Thursday Thunder Series, powered by Tim's Dirt Track Simulators. Full week of racing next week here on the Dirt Racing Network. All right, here we go. Going to the lap number 50. Pace truck's off. Green flag. Good start here this time. Tyler Shell got a good jump going into turn number 1. Bryce Bailey in the 2nd spot. Peyton Grease in 3rd. Mason Hannigan 4th. Michael Sheridan 5th. Brett Wheeler 6th. Ernie Williams, teammates going into side-by-side for that 6th spot. 5 laps to go this time by for race leader Tyler Shell. Pulling away. About 3/4 of a second for race leader Tyler Shell. Bryce Bailey in that 2nd spot. Peyton Grease 3rd. Caution again on the racetrack now. Not sure who it was. Richie Preston. See what happened. Richie Preston got into David Flick. Both cars went around. Richie Preston came to a slow stop here on the front straightaway after Bob Raimondo gave him a little shove. Still Tyler Shell, Bryce Bailey, Peyton Grease, Mason Hannigan, Michael Sheridan, Brett Wheeler, Ernie Williams, Chevy Coleman, Jason Randolph, and Steve Sittler. Still 13 cars running on the racetrack, going to lap number 53. Once again, if you're headed out to the dirt track at Charlotte Motor Speedway this weekend for the Can-Am Mortal Finals, make sure you head over to the Tim's Dirt Track Simulators booth. Get some Dirty Dicks racewear. Say hi to Tim. Get in one of those simulators. You will not be disappointed. Never know who might even come make an appearance. Tim's going to be busy here the next couple months. We got the Gateway Nationals coming up at the end of December. Then the Chili Bowl. He'll be at the Chili Bowl in January. So make sure you head over and see Tim if you are headed to Charlotte this weekend for the Can-Am World Finals. All right, going to 53 here. Gonna have 4 laps to go. Green flag.
Green, green, green.
Good jump by Tyler Schell. Headed into turns 1 and 2. Bryce Bailey in the second spot. Peyton Grease third. Mason Hannigan, Michael Sheridan, 4th and 5th. Brett Wheeler back here in 6th. Ernie Williams, 7th. Chevy Coleman, Richie Preston, Jason Randolph rounding out the top 10. Three laps to go that time by. Peyton Grease is going to go by Bryce Bailey side by side headed into turns 3 and 4. Side by side for that second spot. Bryce Bailey pounded the wall coming off turn number 2. Allowed Peyton Grease to go by. 2 to go that time by from race control. Tyler Schell still out front. Peyton Grease second. Bryce Bailey third. Mason Hannigan fourth. Michael Sheridan fifth. Brett Wheeler sixth. White flag in the air. Caution on the racetrack. I believe we're gonna throw the caution. Caution on the racetrack. I believe that was for Bob Raimondo once again. Bob went for a wild ride. Holy cow. We're going to have to go watch this again. Bob going through turns 3 and 4. Came off turn number 4. Got a little bit of Steve Sittler. Bob pounded the outside fence. Went for a wild tumble here down the front straightaway. Came to a rest right at the start-finish line. Bob Raimondo's night is over. That car is going to be headed right to the junkyard. Tyler Schell, Peyton Grease, Bryce Bailey, Mason Hannigan, Michael Sheridan, Brett Wheeler, Ernie Williams, Chevy Coleman, Richie Preston, and Jason Randolph. Going to have a green-white checker finish. Lights are out on the pace truck here. Tyler Schell, Peyton Grease, Bryce Bailey, Mason Hannigan, Michael Sheridan, the top 5. Pace truck's off. Green flag.
Green flag, green flag.
Looks like Peyton Grease got that inside fence right as he accelerated, but kept his foot in the gas. Keeps that second spot. Tyler Schell still out front. Peyton Grease in that second spot. Bryce Bailey third. Mason Hannigan fourth. Michael Sheridan fifth. Gonna see the white flag this time by here off turn number 4.
Yellow flag is out.
White flag was in the air. We're gonna race it out. We are gonna race it out. Tyler Schell still out front. Peyton Grease, Bryce Bailey, Mason Hannigan, Michael Sheridan. The top 5. Tyler Schell coming off turn number 4. And he will win. Peyton Grease in second. Bryce Bailey third, Mason Hannigan fourth, and Michael Sheridan will come home in fifth. Good race there at the front of the field with 2 laps to go. Tyler Shell pretty dominant all night long here tonight. Going to get these guys to stop here on the front straightaway. We're going to get a quick word. I believe the server's going to shut down. These guys are fighting over that second spot, but that's okay. All right. Bryce Bailey got a copy.
Yeah, I got you.
All right, man. Good run for you. Kind of kept it in the front couple cars all night long and just came home in the third spot. Just talk about the night overall.
Well, me and Tyler definitely had the fastest cars all night. I screwed up there at the end trying to race for a win and hit the wall. And had a lot of pain to get by. But then we got ran over on starts like 9 times. So, I mean, I don't even know how square my car is right now.
Was the track pretty tricky out there, or was it just kind of trying to figure it out through the cautions and everything that we had?
No, it was pretty fun. I mean, it had a top and a bottom. The top I liked earlier, and I just always liked the top. But other than that, it was a very racy track. It was pretty fun.
All right, man. Any thank yous before we let you go?
I was up some sport for sure. BS Air, Over the Wall Photography. I was up some sport. I was up TV. Motorsports Beat, Dress Up Logistics, Paints by Tool and Can, Hair Got Real, Real Estate Group, and Catch Fence Apparel Company.
All right, man. Congrats on that third place finish.
Thanks.
Third place, Bryce Bailey. Peyton here in the channel. Peyton Grease got a copy.
Yes, sir.
All right, man. Good run for you. Kind of got up to that second spot. A couple guys came out. You kind of got the beneficiary of that one. Just one spot short. Just talk about the night overall.
Yeah, night was okay. Start off. I don't know why these fixed series. I just can't qualify, or in the heat race I just can't pass. So was glad to finish third there in that heat race. Be able to, get a good starting position, and just I felt good on top, and that top went away, and I finally started running the middle there and won, and the really bottom in 3 and 4, and that's when I was able to kind of start gaining momentum and picking guys off, and was able to hold on to a second there.
Did you think the last couple cautions here, you were kind of towards the front, second and third? Did you think he had anything for Tyler, or was he just too fast here tonight?
Tyler he's just really good here, and he's just really good in the slick. So I knew running second to him was going to be good, and he was just too good.
All right, man. Any thank yous before we let you go?
Yeah, I would like to thank all my sponsors: Ted Brown's Quality Paint and Body Shop, Kier's Speed Shop, and Car Deals OK.
All right, man. Congrats on that second place finish.
Thank you.
Second place, Peyton Grease. Get Tyler here in the channel. Tyler Shaw got a copy.
Yeah.
Pretty dominant win there for you tonight, brother. Just talk about the race overall.
That was good. Saw a line and then a couple restarts there. Kind of screwed with me a little bit, but I was able to pull out the win.
Just talk about keeping the patience. I think at one time you were up by like a 1.9 second lead. You had a little over a second lead before a bunch of those cautions. Just talk about keeping focus and making sure you come home with the win, especially with all those cautions.
Just be able to get a good restart and make sure when they're trying to time it, they don't time it. And once they hit the brakes, you go, and then they don't get a good restart.
All right, man. Any thank yous before we let you go to celebrate?
Yep, you and Roger putting this on. And then our team owes up SimSport, our sponsors. Turgot Real Estate Company, Motorsports Beat, Over the wall photographs, BS Air, and then we have a new one this week, Catch Fence Apparel.
All right, man. Congrats on that win, and hopefully talk to you again soon.
Yep.
That is your race winner, Tyler Shell. It's going to do it for us here tonight. Tyler Shell was the race winner. Peyton Grease second. Bryce Bailey was third. Once again, we'll be back Monday night with the iRacing Fast Series, 7:30 Eastern Time. Roger will be on the call for that one. Then I'll be back Monday night with the Wicked Energy Gum 410 Outlaw Series race presented by Wicked Cushion Esports at 9 p.m. Eastern Time for that one. Next Wednesday night, the Dirt Sprint Car Championship Series picks up with the 410 Series, 9 p.m. Eastern for that. And then we'll be back next Thursday night with the Thursday Thunder Series, powered by Tim's Dirt Track Simulators. So until next week, appreciate everybody tuning in. On behalf of Roger Wagner, my name is Mike Peterson. Have a great weekend, and we will talk to you again next week. Good night.